It's that time of year again where kids are moving up to college, or those slightly older are diving headfirst into academia by starting university. And there's so many things coming at you thick and fast. Timetables, schedules, deadlines, email sign-ups, lectures and lessons. And of course, those all-important out-of-school activities. Well, if you own one of these, and maybe even one of these, I've got you covered with 3 app suggestions to help make this next phase of your life a little easier. Oh, and I'll throw in a bonus suggestion for you, so keep watching till the end. Let's get to it. So let's start with something you might not expect on this list, and that's your email client, the app that you use to access everything email related. You're a new student, you've got a load of information coming your way, assignments, group projects, social events and more. And I think Spark is the ultimate email client to help you navigate the digital email maze. So you have this overwhelming flood of emails, from those lecture notes to group project updates and social newsletters. And you're finding that your inbox is quickly becoming a jungle, and that little red notification number just keeps going up. The cool thing about Spark, its unique selling point, is that it neatly categorizes your emails into personal, newsletters and notifications. So that crucial email from your lecturer won't get lost amid the sea of weekend social invites. And here's another unique selling point that Spark has. You get an important email just as you're heading to the lecture or study group. With Spark's snooze function, you can set it aside to reappear when you're ready to tackle it. Personally, I use snooze as a kind of to-do list. See, when I get an email, I usually do one of 3 things. The first is I respond immediately, or I delete it or spam it, or more importantly, I snooze it. And when I snooze it, I give it a customized time and day when I want it to reappear, when I know I'll probably be able to do something with it. Or the email itself might have a task with a deadline notice in it. So again, I snooze it to the appropriate time to remind me to hit that deadline. I've tried other apps, including Apple Mail, and even though that app also has snooze, for some reason the email doesn't disappear when you snooze it. What's the point of that? If I snooze something, I want it gone out of my sight until I want to deal with it. And Spark does this simple action with ease. Now, if you can get some others on your team or group using Spark, then it suddenly opens up some collaboration possibilities. With Spark, you can privately comment on emails with the whole group or specific individuals. You can draft responses together in real time and even delegate tasks via email. It's like having a group meeting, minus the hassle of finding that free spot in the library. And lately, Spark has also added a touch of AI to its capabilities. I mean, who hasn't these days? But this is really useful. And there's a few things you can do. You can actually ask Spark to generate an email or reply for you. So if your mind is blank as to how you might start a reply or an email, you simply tap the AI button, input a few directions about what you want written, and boom, you've got some copy for you to change and alter as you see fit. The other cool use of AI is the ability of Spark to summarize your emails for you in either a short form, longer form, or even bullet points. How cool is that? And finally, Spark lets you customize to your heart's content pretty much. Adjust the sidebar to prioritize what emails get through and if or how you're notified, set your preferred actions and choose swipe gestures that make sense to you. It's like decorating your halls of residence room, but for your email. Spark might just be the academic ally you've been searching for. It's not just about managing emails, it's about optimizing your college or university life, one email at a time. Okay, my second suggestion for you is Fantastical 2. It's a calendar app, and as with Spark, I've used many different types of calendars, including the Apple default calendar, and I just keep coming back to Fantastical. Think of Fantastical 2 as the Swiss Army knife of scheduling. Designed for Mac, iPhone and iPad, it's well thought of by many tech enthusiasts and productivity gurus alike, as long as they're in the Apple ecosystem. One of the standout features of Fantastical 2 is in something called natural language parsing. Instead of fumbling through date pickers and time slots, you can simply type something like, I don't know, lunch with, like and subscribe at 1 p.m. next Friday, and voila, it's scheduled. It's intuitive, it's quick, and well, it's fantastic. Now, you might juggle multiple calendars, work, personal, or more. Fantastical 2's calendar sets are simple to switch between. It also supports Google Calendar, Microsoft 365, Apple Calendar, and more. So if you're starting with a web-based calendar, you'll easily be able to add it to Fantastical. Now, Fantastical 2 looks sleek, it looks modern, it's incredibly user-friendly. The day, week, month, and year views make sure you've got a clear overview of your schedule, no matter how packed it might be. Personally, on my iPhone, I keep it on day ticker so I can see what's coming up without having to tap deeper and deeper into the menus and days. In our modern post-COVID world where video calling has become the norm, Fantastical 2 integrates seamlessly with apps such as Zoom and Google and many others, recognizing a Zoom link, for instance, without you needing to do anything more than paste it into the meeting field. It'll even handle your reminders. Fantastical 2 isn't just about scheduling. As with Spark and the other app I'm going to show you, it's about optimizing your time and making every second count. This year, you might find yourself drowning in a sea of paper notes, highlighters, and textbooks. But there is hope to stop you going under. GoodNotes. Again, like the other apps, I've tried many note-taking apps on my iPad, and there are many that are just as good as GoodNotes, such as, for example, Notability. But as with many things, how it looks for me was what made me go all in on GoodNotes rather than any of the other note-taking apps. Now, hands up and confession time. For quite a few months now, I've actually moved on from making notes on my iPad to making scribbles on my Scribe from Amazon. But my wife went back to uni to become a midwife, and my daughter, who's just started her second year of college, both still use GoodNotes and love it, and all the features that it offers. At its basic use case with GoodNotes, you can scribble, doodle, and jot down those lecture points just like you would do on paper. However, organising notes on pen and paper can be a nightmare for a lot of us, especially when juggling multiple subjects. But what sets an electronic system apart from good old pen and paper is that you can create the folder system of your dream. Separate notebooks for each subject, each with their own unique cover page. You can create tabs for different topics, and you've got the ability to colour code those tabs. Sure, you can do that in the real world too with all that dead tree material, but you can't carry them around with you all the time, all your notebooks accessible at the push of a button. But more than that, everything is searchable. Every jot and tittle, every word. Forgot where you wrote that crucial point about, I don't know, quantum physics or Shakespeare? Just type it in and GoodNotes will find it for you, even if it's handwritten. No more frantic flipping through pages before exams. And yes, if you connect a keyboard such as the Apple Magic Keyboard on the Pros and the Air, or make a Bluetooth connection on the other models, you can also type into GoodNotes. And for the creatives out there, GoodNotes isn't just about text. Diagrams, sketches, and importing images or PDFs are a breeze. Perfect for those art history essays or those complex biology diagrams. And as with Spark, you can also collaborate using GoodNotes. So group projects just got a whole lot easier. Share your notes, brainstorm together, annotate shared documents, all within the app. So yes, university and college life is a whirlwind of lectures, assignments, and late night study sessions, but with GoodNotes, you can bring a little order to the chaos. My wife was and still is an ardent paper note taker, but for everything to do with her uni course, she now notes everything down on her iPad using GoodNotes. She would say it really has revolutionized the way she works academically. Now, there is so much more to all three of those apps that they deserve a video of their own. But I hope I've given you just a taste of what's possible and what might help you through the coming year. As I said, there'd be a bonus suggestion for you, and that's to consider ordering the best screen protector I've ever used on my iPad, and that is Paperlike. Not only does Paperlike protect your screen from scratches, it also helps your iPad feel that little bit more like you're writing on actual paper. Now, hands up, it doesn't feel as good as writing on my Kindle Scribe, but it's close. Using this screen protector on an iPad together with that official Apple Pencil is so much better than writing on glass. It brings the right amount of friction that you would expect when writing with a pen in a notebook. Now, it's not the cheapest set to buy, but there's a reason why so many productivity focused YouTube channels promote the Paperlike. And for a lot of them, a lot of the time, they're not even sponsored to say so. Just like me. I've received no sponsorship money for any of these things I've talked about in this video. I might have an affiliate link which I could put in the description. I'll see. All of what I've described is my real world use experience, and after using the iPad as my main computing device since the very first iPad, these apps I think are the best in class, in my humble opinion. But hey, tastes vary, and I'd love to hear what apps you use to keep yourself organized. Don't be shy, share them with the class in the comment section of this video. If you value what I bring in these videos, please would you consider becoming a member of The Spark? Recently, this channel hit 500 subscribers, of which I am truly thankful to each and every one of you. I'm amazed that people want to watch what I do. And if you're watching and you're not subscribed, please tap that button now. Hitting 500 subs means that YouTube has opened up membership to help smaller channels like mine become monetized at an earlier point. Membership is just £3 a month, sorry, £3 a month for my international audience, and you can cancel it whenever you like. And for now, what I offer is a shout out on my next video and of course my deepest thanks. Oh, and you get to call yourself a sparkler. I mean, who doesn't want that? Well, after that bit of self-promotion, I hope this video has been helpful. Share it if you think it has, and I wish you the very best in this next season of your life.